Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin here, let me remind you that the Brilliantly Dumb Show is brought to you by our good friends over at Celsius, one of the best, cleanest energy drinks out there. If you need that little pick-me-up, if you need that little giddy-up to your day, do it like Bob does. Pound down a Celsius to start the day. You cannot go wrong. Pound down a Celsius before your workout. You simply cannot go wrong. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsor. Folks, as we all know, mental health is one of the most important things out there, and you got to do whatever you got to do to make sure that the mind and the body is right. And there's no better way to do that than BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat online therapy sessions. So if you don't have to see anybody on camera, if you don't want to, you don't have to go into an office. It's easy and it's affordable, much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. I know for me, it's always good to talk to somebody. It's always good to air it out, especially when that person is a professional. And with BetterHelp.com, you can do just that. Not only can you do that, but starting now, our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BDS. Again, 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BDS to get 10% off your first month. Take care of your body. Speak to somebody. Take care of your mind with BetterHelp.com. Bring in the fellas. Let's bring in the boys. Who are the boys? Well, for starters, you have Joey D, that is Giuseppe D. Joey Cold Cuts, Vancouver's finest. He is clean shaven. Back at him for more with the same hat as me that I really appreciate. Joseph, welcome to the program. Welcome to the party. How are you today?
Good, Bob. How are you?
I am very good. Thank you for asking. Just an outrageously large water bottle, by the way, which I do want to get into. Mikey V, welcome to the ball club. Welcome to the program. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good to be here. Something funny, Joe?
You look a little bit perturbed after watching your team not score a touchdown live.
Whoa, we are starting off. I mean, this is early shot there at the Bears.
I am just presuming his mood. That's all I'm doing.
I'm not perturbed. This is the same old, Aerosmith sang the song, same old song and dance. Same old story, same old song and dance, my friend. That's a rinse and repeat every year of the Bears offense. Then nothing's going to change, and we got better and bigger things to talk about than that mediocre shit stain offense in Midwestern Illinois, Chicago.
The day the Bears offense is good is the day that...
Well, I just look around the league and I see Patrick Mahomes. Did you see the play he made last night?
Unbelievable.
I did. I congratulated him in the DMs.
I put that up on my story, and that was a nice little drop there, Joe.
I know. Did you see how he did that? I did. I sent him a note. I let him know. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Congratulated him in the DMs.
Yeah.
But all I was going to say is I posted that play on my Instagram story. And I said, we can't even score we can't even score 6 points the regular fucking way. We can't even just run the ball into the end zone.
It was bad.
All the more reason
into the end zone. It's just absurd.
All the more reason. Okay. I watched you go to MetLife Stadium for a Giants Bears game. Okay. Starting the day at MetLife. There's no way that you were at MetLife. Okay. And you didn't regret not being on your couch watching the NFL Sunday games. There's absolutely no way.
I'll say this. The tailgate, I haven't tailgated I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I was at a tailgate. I haven't been to one in quite some time. The tailgate was awesome. Shout out to the Fasaro family. Shout out to Nikki Juice. The Fasaro
I do love
family,
Nikki Juice.
This family rolls in style with tailgates. I'm talking about a full-on grill with a double fryer, deep fryer built into the grill. I mean, we were doing sliders, burgers, sausage, stuffed breads. I mean, this was a phenomenal spread. We had the big tent out. It wasn't raining yet. It didn't start raining till I got into the stadium. I had the mezzanine level, club level access, so I didn't have to worry about the rain.
Sounds wonderful.
Disgusting.
It was nice. The most disgusting thing about it, and the most disgusting thing about every time I go to MetLife to watch the Bears, is they fucking lose. They can't ever win there, and they don't win in general. So yes, of course, there's times where I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting inside anyway. I could have just been sitting at home, but the experience was good. But they make it now. The NFL makes it. And it actually amazes me how the stadiums sell out weekly because the experience at home is so involved and in depth with the fantasy and the phone and the tablet and the multiple TVs and the red zone and all of that. I'm amazed that they continue to sell out the stadiums, but it is a fun experience if you go with the right crowd and you do it the right way. Otherwise, there's no reason to ever leave your couch. If you don't have a nice setup, I would never leave.
I even think that most people are going there for the tailgate. I think they enjoy the tailgate more.
Oh, 100.
Well, if you're a fan of the
100%.
team, then it makes sense to go to the games.
I'll tell you what move I don't like, though. I mean, what move I don't hate that I actually really like. I don't think many people do it. I've heard of some people doing it. If you want to get that experience, I'd have no issue with it. I would go to a Jets tailgate, okay, do a few hours there.
And then go home.
Go home for the games.
That's outrageous.
Go home for the games, Joey D.
That
a
is
couple people did it
absolutely
yesterday.
outrageous.
I don't hate that. Did they?
A couple people did it yesterday.
That's
Not people that I know, but
outrageous.
I heard a couple people like come up to our tailgate and they were like, yeah, no, we're not going in the game.
Oh, I think
Now,
that's
here's where I agree with Joe, it being outrageous. If it's the early slot, if it's the 1 p.m. Eastern Standard kickoff, to me, that's outrageous because by the time you get there and set up shop, it was like 9 o'clock, 9:30 already. You only got a couple hours before that game is going to kick off. If it's the 4 o'clock and you want to get in there at 10 in the morning and you want to, spend until 2 o'clock, that's like a full day. And then you could leave. And then, I get it for a later slate game, but for an early game to just go and do that, that's a little crazy, but I don't disagree with doing it. I just think for the early game, it's a lot tougher to do that.
But if you go to the afternoon game, you lose all of the early.
Bob
games.
just doesn't want to be anywhere except from a
if
couch.
the tailgate is set up right, you got the TVs out there. Like they had a TV
but
yesterday.
why not be? I mean, why not be at home? You don't want to do that. I never understood the people that'll tailgate and then stay outside and like watch it, with the TV hanging out of their truck.
Yeah, well, that's diehard fans.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt for you, and then it ended up being such a shitty game, and I'm thinking, I don't think Mikey V.
And we missed our prize picks by one Fields reception. That sucked.
You know what's sickening to me? Another thing that I wanted to address with you, Mikey V, and I know you probably wouldn't deny this, and I'm not getting on you, but we had Justin Fields. Okay, we had Justin Fields completions. Okay, for the prize picks.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what his over under of completions was set at?
It was absurd.
11.5, and he had 11, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That is crazy. I took it with Joey D and I said, look, if we lose this, I mean, so be it. Justin Fields will be dead to me.
Now, you lost that bet. I mean, they had like
they were running the ball when they were down a touchdown.
And they had 2 or 3 drops, just flat out drops by the receiver. Listen, it's a bad fucking football team, guys. Don't bet.
No, I don't want to harp on you. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying don't waste your money on any Bears players. If you notice in my prize picks, no Bears players make my prize picks.
Unless you do less.
Yeah, you could do less. But now they're making that almost impossible because that Fields completion total is outrageously low for a starting NFL quarterback. It's outrageously low. So it's almost like you're damned.
Well, there's one prop you can always play with the Chicago Bears is the over on the field goals.
Yeah, they love to kick field goals.
They love kicking field goals and rush attempts.
And Mikey, me and Cutsy hit a parlay on the prize picks, and we were, but I do want to apologize to you because you mentioned in the group chat that why would you not be put into that parlay? My reasoning, and maybe Joe's would be different. Mine is once I saw you at MetLife at the game, in my mind, you were in a different element.
Intergalactical.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I really wasn't. I mean, I had a few cocktails, but and then me and Juice went back to his house after the game, and we ordered.
Was Lou there?
We ordered some Luna. No, Lou was not there, but we did order Luna and had it delivered to the house, and we had a nice feast watching Red Zone for the late slate games.
Wow.
Took a little nap on the couch. It was quite lovely, honestly.
Well, nice. By the way, the Brilliant Dumb Show is brought to you by Luna's Wood Fire Tavern. If you need a slice, if you need a good family meal, whatever it may be, Luna Wood Fire Tavern. is your place.
We
that
got to
we're
go
gonna
there
talk
when we
about
go
it.
back to New York. We got to actually eat there next time.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, the fact that Lou, the owner, we went to that Yankee game and we got so banged up, and this guy came back to the restaurant and was slinging out pizzas after
He put
that
the
game.
apron on. I thought he couldn't walk.
That's one of the most remarkable comeback stories.
The
I
guy
can't
was a
believe it.
walking zombie, Bob, and he went behind and he started firing up the pipes.
Yeah, I wish
never
I
seen
got to
anything
see it.
All in a day's work, he would say.
And then to find out that you guys went to the racetrack after that game, to me,
Yeah.
is one of the sicker
Well,
things.
Dickie Gas had to get his
I
fix
mean,
in.
Yeah.
One of the
Dickie
bigger
Gas.
degenerates I've ever met. Dickie Gas, this
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
Do you
I
want to talk about our fantasy football matchup that we had this week?
Bear Down was the best. He kept
pass
watching
right
it
over.
throughout the day, Bear Down, and he was like, fuck. And then it was on red zone every 5 minutes.
You know,
one of your players was taking that was like Pierce would take one to the house, and then Jefferson was going off. And I'm like, Bob, at some point you got to just accept that you've lost.
I got upset. I got upset with Joe because he kept telling me just to give up, and then I got to stop looking at it. And finally, I was like, I'm not going to give up, Joe. What do you want me to do? I don't know how many first round picks you had.
That's when he texted me, Joe. He goes, what did you have? 5 first round picks? I said, Bob, this is no offense. This is what I do.
Meanwhile, I somehow searched without.
Did you win?
I beat Dickie Gas, who is still now 0-4.
I hope Dickie, with all due respect to
Without
Dickie
two,
Gas,
I beat him by 30.
I love Dickie Gas, but I sincerely hope that he
Of
doesn't
course.
win a game the entire time. It
tell
would be
you
so
what.
good for the league. It really would.
Been a rough season for the Alley Cats. So far.
I mean,
Real rough season.
it's absolutely unbelievable.
The alley cats are where they belong, out in the alley.
Yeah, but
now, Joe, you got to break his balls because I didn't even know you guys were playing each other this week.
I was playing him, and that's the thing is, I tried to make him an offer, and I thought, by the way, this was a very good offer. He said last week, anybody who wants to make a trade offer, I'm listening to trade offers.
Yeah.
I sent him in an offer, which I thought was very respectable. Devontae Adams, and then I offered him Higbee because he has Njoku. I offered both of those guys for Herbert, and I didn't even hear back from him. Nothing, silence.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, like if you're gonna make a big outrageous announcement to the league that I'm fielding all trade offers, at least hit me back and be like, oh, I don't like this, or oh, could you do someone else?
So he just
Nothing. It was radio silence.
So he just ghosted you, is what
ghosted me, and then I felt like an idiot for putting out the request. So then I had to beat him without Tua by 30.
Now, Bob, I want to switch topics completely, and I want to talk about this potential Joey Swolecut's OnlyFans account.
I was ready to go there.
This
Go
is
for
not
it.
serious, guys.
No.
We're not serious.
No,
about
I mean,
This is dead serious.
well, I'll send it over to you,
serious.
Mikey V. But what I was going to say is, by the way, Cutsy's down 18 pounds right now, which really is good because he's really been committed to it, and he's stuck to it. It's really interesting to watch him go through with this. With that being said, when he does his weigh-in days,
Yeah.
I don't think you even noticed, Joe. You got to get a new scale.
I got a
because
brand new scale.
I read that scale perfectly fine.
I got a brand new black scale.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
stripping down though. It's
Oh.
like he's fucking Nate Diaz at a weigh-in. Look at what I just sent you into the group chat. He's
No,
got
but Bob, the thing is that like before I was weighing myself on, I was wearing a shirt. What is this?
Bro, you can see
he's got
everything in
his
that
balls.
picture.
He's in his boxers.
I
He's
mean,
got
you
it. He's
can't-
got
I can see right up the chute there, pal.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can't see anything
Joe,
there. That's
Joe,
I'm
you
looking up the
got your-
chimney.
You got your balls hanging out here. He's fully stripped down. It's one of
Well, I
the
don't
most.
want
the
to fucking
best part-
misconstrue the weight otherwise.
The best part is the logo for the scale is right where his bunghole is. It's right on the money shot for the chocolate starfish right there. Good job, Joseph. I don't know if that was intentional or
Yeah,
not. But
I
that's
saw
fucking
it.
gold.
I saw
I
it like
probably lost a 3/4 of a pound last time to the shirt and shorts I was wearing.
it's absolutely sick.
And I had a hat on, and I said, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to do this UFC style.
I
I went in boxers, and that's it.
Yeah.
I saw it about an hour before we came on, and I said, I have got to
I did
bring
not
this
Someone
up.
notice the-
DM'd
I
me.
did
They
not
said you got a
notice the
good gooch
reflection.
view going on here.
Is that what they? Yeah, you had to take a lot of shit for that, Joe.
No, I've had overwhelming support from
Well,
the
that's not
followers.
to say that you
It's
don't
not
have
the
the
support.
support.
The
We know you got the
support's there.
support. We
We know
support
you got the
And
support
by the
in
way,
the
they-
undercarriage. That's for sure. The support's in the undercarriage. We can see that quite clearly. But I mean, let's get back to the OnlyFans account now, Bob, because I think it's
Oh,
something that needs
God.
to be addressed. And okay,
People
so
don't
let's
understand the context of what you're talking
Take it
all right,
away,
so let me
Mikey
give the
V.
context. Okay, so one of our loyal followers who
Very
you
low.
know, very loyal follower, who, you know, we live in the parlance of our times. Our program is accepting of every person from
Yes.
every corner of the earth, black, white, purple, yellow. It does not matter. There is nothing off limits with the Brilliantly Dumb Show. LGBTQ plus, all of that. Now, a young man who's a fan of Joseph, obviously
supporter.
thinks Joe is quite the looker, which now with the poundage droppage, you know, Joe, you kind of brought this on yourself. You're getting all svelte over there, and now you're opening up Pandora's box, perhaps, to a lot of, you know, more prying eyes. So this young man DM'd Bob, I believe, and made it very clear what he wants. He wants a little bit more expose style pictures from Joey Coldcuts, and that's when it dawned on myself and Bob that perhaps an OnlyFans Joey Swolecuts account would do numbers.
This
By the way,
is outrageous. Bob,
Joe,
you're not serious about this, are you?
Your first post could be from the weigh-in today. You
Yes.
won't.
See, that shouldn't have been a freebie. That should have been a
Yeah,
freebie.
no, that should have been George. You know what's
He
bizarre?
No
And
one is going to sign up to an OnlyFans.
I don't. You got
Joe,
one.
there's people
Joe.
on this planet that pay for pictures of people's feet.
And
Just
by
the
the way, Joe, another thing to consider too. First off, Jet always will send the Bob Does Sports DMs that multiple people will ask Joe for OnlyFans. They don't ask for Perez. They don't ask for me. They ask for Joe. And by the way, Joe, and I'm being dead honest, you can actually make some real good scratch from that. And you don't have to go full nude, but you could do you could
You
fuck
know, my
with-
parents would kill me if they saw an OnlyFans
If-
account up. They'd say,
if-
you quit the restaurant business to go post nudes. I'm not
If
doing
they
that,
subscribe.
We're
Bob.
not talking about news.
If
We're
they-
It's
talking about
outrageous.
we're talking about provocative, like remember
What, like
in
a
Seinfeld?
loincloth?
Remember in Seinfeld, Joe,
Hold
when
on,
George
what is a
when George
loincloth?
Costanza did the underwear modeling on the lounge chair? We're talking about
When he
something
did that,
along
when he
those
did that.
lines. Yes, yes, yes.
Joe,
Now
there's
that
so-
wasn't a nude. They put that on basic cable.
Oh,
Joe, there's so much.
this is a joke, Bob. You
There's-
got to be kiking.
If-
What do you have to gain from this? You shouldn't try to use this for content.
I think it would be content, but
Fuck
you
yes,
do
he
it.
would.
Oh,
Let me tell you, I'd be subscribed real early into that thing.
Jesus,
Let me tell you, I might
are you
beat that kid to
talking
the
about?
punch.
Platinum
Joe,
VIP access.
If you actually did it as like a gag, as like a funny thing where like you don't post like shirtless stuff. Like
I
if
bet
you
I was
just did,
loving this.
if you just did like funny shit, it would. There's a girl from Barstool who did it as like a joke. You know how much extra money she's making right
She's
now?
got to be making so much money.
I think she's
She's
racking in.
probably a hot chick from Barstool. That adds up. I'm not a Barstool chick. I'm not a chick. This is like, now, by the way, if we're going to talk about somebody starting OnlyFans,
you're bigger than that now.
Mikey, you're shredded. You're the one who should be doing the OnlyFans.
Mikey V could.
I should do that.
Mikey
With
V
my-
looks
with
like
my
Mr.
wife, yeah.
Olympia.
Yeah, Mikey V does.
First of all, I don't. Second of all, I just think the Joe poses would just be great. I could see Joe. We get him out on the greens, Bob, private with a 4-iron in his hands, just holding it above his head like this in just
Joe.
the boxers. I don't know.
I actually think, in all honesty, if you do like a funny spoof on it and you commit, I think
you
it
guys
would be
are pretty sick. You know, we've done a lot of
Probably.
twisted stuff on this podcast. This is one of the sicker individualist things I've heard. I mean, it's just outrageous.
I just hope it happens.
I think it would be absolutely fucking.
Mikey V,
hysterical.
would you subscribe?
Yeah, I'll subscribe. I want to be a content creator
Hey,
for it. I want to be
Mikey.
hired.
Folks, we need to interrupt the Real and the Dumb show to let you know about the one, the only, the AG1 coming out of the boys and girls from Athletic Greens, you talk about something that I'm taking every goddamn day. You're talking about AG1 from Athletic Greens. Pop AG1 into a strawberry banana smoothie every morning the way that Bob does, and then you could go ahead and thank me later. With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, and more. Start the day right. It gives me a little bit of a pep to my step, keeps me healthy, keeps me clean, and most importantly for me, supports gut health. With the way that I eat, Lord knows that I need it. AG1 as well is a small micro habit with big benefits. It's one thing you can do every single day to take great care of yourself. Your subscription with Athletic Greens comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in these winter months or even southern months where we get some sunlight and we don't get as much sunlight. Regardless of when you're taking it, rain, shine, or snow, Athletic Greens is a no-brainer. Now, to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/dumb. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/dumb to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. You heard it here first. Pop their AG1 into a strawberry banana smoothie 5-6 days a week. You can thank me later. Mikey, you know what I noticed too? Like ever since I've known Joe so long that I've never really noticed the Canadian accent. When he goes to doing these weigh-ins, his accent comes out 10 times. Even like he's like, "Okay, folks, here's what we got today."
Don't you know?
It's
like a sequel of Fargo every time he weighs in.
Although you know what, Bear Down, I will say my girlfriend now, she says that today. She just
Today.
says it all the time.
What do
Joe,
we like today?
the Sunday Swagger shout out. Good, there you go. You get a plug for Sunday Swagger. The Sunday Swagger collab post with the $100 free gift card and the free polo or whatever. That was I had, you know how many people DM me? They were like, "Oh, here's a layup for Bear Down for an imitation."
And you know what? By the way, I'm getting
like,
people telling me I'm
young man
stealing
live,
Bob's content because I did in front of a mirror. I said, "What are
Yeah,
they?
Bob owns
Guy
mirrors
who can
now.
do a fucking video in front of a mirror.
Bob
This guy
owns
now
mirrors.
has copyrights over every mirror in America."
People are
It's so
fucking weird.
ridiculous. I'm like, I love you and I love Bob, but you guys really find your own content. I'm just showing. How am I supposed to show what I'm wearing?
I got a really
this
good
guy
Bob.
owns every freaking mirror in America now.
Yeah,
I can't even. This guy.
And with the camera lens up. Like,
yeah, what a great day. By the way, he put a post out for Corona. Bear Down, listen to this. This is going to really be sick. He put a post out. We both had to do separate posts for Corona. Okay. He did one in his bathroom mirror. Okay. Gets accepted. It gets accepted immediately. Okay. I did one going into his house. And they told me, it's not really the appropriate scene for it. We prefer you do it on the golf course. And then I did on the golf course. I said 4 attempts in, and finally on the 4th or 5th, they finally approved. They approved this guy. It's the first one going in the bathroom.
A little bit.
Double standard.
God bless Corona. I know they're a sponsor.
I love Corona. I love them to death.
They're the best. Yeah. But you know what? A little bit of ball breakers over there, Corona. If you remember the Josh Allen interview.
Oh, that was terrific.
I couldn't wear this shirt. I couldn't wear that.
Well, that's what happens when you work for a big PR, PR.
Whoa, Joe, you just totally, hold on, Joe. You just totally switched.
Joe, come on. They're ball breakers. That's
I'm
what
saying
saying.
about what you wear. I'm saying about what you wear.
You just, as soon as we switched to Mikey, you did a total.
No,
Total
what I'm
180.
saying,
Total
Bob,
180
is
and left me swimming in
It's
the ocean.
unbelievable.
what I'm saying is what you're wearing is
was
different.
drowning and he threw me a fucking cinder block. Thanks, Joe.
Mikey, I'm just saying what you're wearing.
I'm just saying they were ball breakers about what I wore. Where do you find a shirt?
I tell you
without a
what,
logo on it?
Bob.
As Bob wears
If
one.
Bear Down was sponsored by Corona, I tell you what, this
tell you.
guy would be singing the Corona phrases for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I'm a Modelo guy, but yeah, good.
They
for them.
own Modelo.
Oh well, then I'm a big. I think Modelo is the greatest beer. Most refreshing, most crisp, easiest to drink. And if you're looking for something,
I will say, when Mikey V, we had that, what he was referencing introducing to the ones who don't know, is when we did the interview with Josh Allen, it was Corona. So we brought Mikey on, who wasn't sponsored by Corona, and they had an issue. Mikey's all excited. What did Mikey have on? Did he have on like
so what
the
happened- here's what
Corona
happened.
polo.
They were supposed to send us Corona
Yeah,
polos.
No
I
other
was in
asshole had a
Vegas.
Corona polo.
Bob
It was
was
like
in
the
Jupiter.
episode of the show when you assholes told me to wear the Christmas sweater,
Yes.
and I thought I was getting fucking punked again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're wear an ugly Christmas sweater, and no one came on in a
boy.
Christmas sweater.
Oh, it is
But Mikey V,
absolute-
your dedication is duly noted. It's
Oh, well, thank you.
undefeated.
But you got to understand, Mikey, with the big PR companies,
Yeah,
things work a little bit. Things work a little bit differently.
You see Mikey V today in his ad for Roback, Bob?
video.
Let me
for
tell
That
you
looked like he
something.
was bundled up in the freaking sub-zero Atlantic,
Yeah.
Antarctic
Yeah,
temperature.
Mikey wanted to promote Roback so bad that he acted as if it was 20 degrees. It was like 58 and sunny out, and he's
It's a
trying to
brisk
show
51. Guy's bundled up like he's going to the North Pole. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit. I mean,
yeah.
but I will say,
It's a good ad.
you look phenomenal. And by the
Good
way,
ad.
that black on
one
black
brand that'll
combination
never
is
let you
good.
down. Is our
That
friend
is true.
Roback.
I'll tell you, man.
They
Some
will
of
never.
some of the classiest individuals.
Mikey
that-
V, I need to get one of those vests. That looks fire.
The vest is just a game-changing play because the hoodies, as warm as they are, they're an athletic hoodie, so they're meant to be a little bit more, you can move around.
You know what?
If you're really looking for that warmth, you throw a vest over the hoodie. Now, we went out for our anniversary, and I tried to explain this to people. We went out to a phenomenal steak dinner.
That looked
on
great.
Saturday night.
It looked wonderful.
Ollie out. It was awesome. Awesome dinner. View of New York City, Edgewater, New Jersey, the whole nine, spared no expense, like John Hammond from Jurassic Park. Spared no expense. But what I wore, Roback quarter zip over a Roback polo, Roback vest over it. You could just layer it on with these people and everything looks
it's pretty tremendous. And I do love Roback, but I will say something that Giuseppe D has really got me going on.
Go ahead.
Me and Cutsy went into Lululemon.
Oh, you
the
should
other-
do it in your buy segment.
Oh, I think he has though the shorts, right? The Lululemon shorts you're talking about?
No,
just
Lululemon
in-
is a
I
whole-
went
Or
back
in
to
general.
the well. I went back to the well and I went bonkers.
Right.
I
This
did.
guy
I
looked
was
like his grandma just gave him a fucking $1,000 Christmas gift. He was just, oh, this is good. This is good. He's pulling every
Bob, you're out
fucking
of
thing
control,
off.
man.
I usually-
Mikey, we went. He said, I'm ready to do some shopping today. So I said, okay, let's go shopping. So we went to the Grove. Okay. And we went to Lululemon first. And by the way, I bought 2 pairs of pants, right? Cost me like $260. So it
Great
wasn't
pants.
like I was like Mr.
$260.
Cheap.
Okay.
Mr. Cheap.
Okay.
I bought
No,
joggers
that's
and
about right. Yeah,
they're
yeah,
really
yeah.
nice, you know?
Yeah,
After
yeah.
tax, they're like $240 or something. So I bought 2 things. It's not like I went Mr. Cheapo. This guy, he
Yeah.
picks up a thing of underwear. It's
Yeah.
$68.
For how many pairs? 3?
3 or 4, I think. He goes, oh yeah, this is a
Yeah,
book job.
that's-
He's going the hands. He
This
looks
is a
through-
book job.
I look at the clearance
Sick
items.
fuck.
I'm like, Bob, you like anything in there? He's like, no, I'm good. Just grabbing everything off the racks. He spends, I don't even know
like
how much he
supermarket
goes there.
sweep.
Then we go into the Apple store. Okay.
Oh, no.
The guy buys a brand new Apple Watch, the creme de la creme,
The
top
big
of the
one,
line.
the new big one.
Not
With
the, he didn't like the big one, so he didn't get that, but he got
Okay.
the other one, the 8,
Okay.
the 8 plus,
yeah,
or
the 8
whatever.
series. Yeah, good
The
for
8
you, Bob.
series. He goes, yeah, I like this leather band. Goes and buys the Hermes leather band.
Oh
for it.
no,
I
that's
mean,
like
this guy-
$1,000.
Yeah, it was. This guy must have. And then we went to Nike. I wanted to go look at some shoes. He ended up buying a pair of shoes. I didn't. This guy was like freaking, little Macy Gray going for freaking
Yeah,
Christmas
really-
shopping.
I,
He must have spent $2,000.
hey, you know the best.
Chili, barbecue sauce.
You know the best part too. I've been wearing the Apple Watch. I don't know how to transfer it, so I haven't even turned it on
Oh my God,
I just-
Bob.
because
Come
I just like the
on.
way that it looks, and it's like this big transfer process.
You know
to
your
get it-
messages and everything go through it.
Yeah, it's easy. It should be
Yeah,
easy.
I know, but
Now
I just
that leather band, you're obviously not gonna wear that, because you go to the gym and stuff. You'll
Well,
ruin
he got
it if you
a
sweat on
Nike,
it,
he got a
Bob.
Nike sport band. As
Yeah,
well.
you got to wear those. You got to interchange the sport.
Yeah,
band.
well,
got 2.
yeah.
because I wanted the one to work out with.
And you know what? I have a leather band also for the watch when I go
It looks
out. If I'm going to
nice.
wear it out, but I mean, it's certainly not her.
By the way,
I think it's Amazon. I believe it's Amazon.
Speaking
it was $40.
speaking, I mean, and you know what? He probably charged it to the LLC.
To hit the national
No,
stores.
yeah,
Amazon.
that was
Yeah.
pre-LLC. I couldn't.
Yeah, everything from Bear Down's a fucking write-off now at
Well,
this
mind you,
point.
Bear Down has the 14 plus, bro.
Yeah, let's just
I
keep
was
that in
2
mind.
generations behind, gentlemen. You
Well,
guys had the
I
new
mean,
camera. I was
let's
on the
just-
12.
I will say, as
Great
a
camera on
content
this
creator,
phone.
the
Great
look
camera.
at that thing.
It's a
Oh,
great
You
camera.
and by the way, Bedan,
Great
you
camera.
are a content creator.
yeah. If you're a content creator, the special camera is a game changer. Like even when I'm on the golf course, I had an 8+ is what I had before. I moved to the 13,
Yeah,
13,
yeah.
whatever it is.
You have to
It's-
have that high res camera, bro, because
It's a
you
game
just-
changer.
You film so much stuff.
You
I
throw
mean,
that
even if
thing
it's-
on cinematic. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
cinematic is-
Cinematic, yeah, that is-
No,
that's
I didn't
fun.
have that. I didn't have that till I got this phone.
Well,
Wait.
that's why I said I'll give you a pass because you need to have that.
Speaking of watches, Mikey V, you remember when we came over to the East Coast for Joey's retirement? What did I get? What did I get, Cuts?
You got him a Tag Heuer. I
Yes,
believe,
it's a
right?
beautiful
tag.
watch. Tag,
Five-
yes.
Tag.
This
It
thing
was,
may have
right?
been $5,000. Okay. Do you think that I've seen him wear it once since?
Well, no, because I got to get it calibrated. The timing is off.
But we had dinner with his girlfriend at Cut Steakhouse, and I'm
I
thinking
was
to
going to
myself,
say it
he's
needs
gonna
to
wear
be
the watch
right,
tonight.
It needs to be the right spot, but
Totally.
that certainly would have been the spot.
that would have been the
Haven't
right
seen the
spot.
watch.
I don't know. I got to go with Showtime.
Well,
I
how
don't know how
about
to get
how
it
about this?
calibrated.
How about this, Joe? You just bring it to any jeweler, they'll calibrate.
of course.
Any
Of course.
jeweler
Really?
can calibrate. Yeah.
The
And
watch-
if
I
you don't
thought
want
you
to do
Bob
that,
said I got to
listen,
bring it back to the place he got it at.
No,
And then he
no,
never
no.
told me
Bring-
where he got it.
That's
Bring it
not
out, bring it
fair,
out.
Joe.
Listen.
I said Century City Mall.
When you book
What
the trip,
shop? I don't know.
when you
Why
book
are
the
you
trip to
walking
come
in
back
this-
to the East Coast, bring the watch. I got a guy, very well known jeweler. He's actually verified on Instagram. Shout out
Johnny
Al-
Jewels.
Shout out. He handled my engagement rings, my wedding rings. Shout out Al the jeweler, verified on Instagram. handles all NFL,
Is he Tribe?
NBA guys. So we'll go to him.
Is
Get
Al-
the watch calibrated.
Is
no
Al
problem.
Tribe?
Is what?
Is Al
Is he
Tribe?
What the fuck does that mean?
Is he Jewish?
No, he's not.
Oh, really?
Can't
Italian?
trust him.
Bob,
trust
Bob immediately lost all interest.
Cannot
Okay,
trust
fine.
him.
That's fine.
I'm Jewish, but I did have a phase where I really went mental, and I had like a big hardcore, like very spiritual with God. And I growing up, I didn't really know what my religion was. My
mean?
parents. I was very hardcore. Like I felt like if I did anything wrong, God would punish me. Like I kind of went a little mental, and so you'll see me in some videos way back in the day wearing a cross, where I'm Jewish. But I was in such. And my parents never said anything. They just kind of let me run wild. But I did have like a phase where I would wear a cross, which is by all means. I mean, my mom's Catholic. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know either.
All I know is
have
Ticket
no
and
idea.
I
Ticket
would
and I
hope
always
that
say
I would
that.
hope that when you come back out for the fall trip, that Joe wears the watch.
Where's the watch?
I will wear the watch. I promise you I'll wear it to dinner when we all go out for dinner.
Appreciate that, Joseph.
Okay, good.
And by the way, the only thing I think, but from a religious standpoint, Ticket and I say that Bob made a deal with the devil in Miami because since Miami, this guy can do no wrong. This guy would fucking wipe his ass with toilet paper and then sell it on the block.
Hermes leather Apple watch.
Hermes.
Yeah,
Bob,
whatever.
what-
Hermes,
I was looking for
Hermes,
myself. I go,
whatever.
what band? He goes, oh, I got this one, the Hermes. The Hermes. The Hermes. Oh, it's
I know. I didn't.
Hermes.
You know what?
band.
Treat yourself, Bob.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, you did. You deserve it. You do.
Well,
deserve it.
I gotta turn it
Bob
on.
Bob's not a guy who like he's not the type of guy like one thing about Bob, like you never see him like he doesn't like go out and buy like a fucking like a Mercedes S550. He's never wearing any kind of gaudy jewelry. He's never wearing like he's never like in a Gucci fucking jacket or like something outrageous. So you know what? God bless. Guy.
Well,
Yeah,
give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know what I said to Joe? I said, Joe,
and you know what? You deserve it. That's not a bad thing if you have that.
But I, in all honesty, I really don't. I mean, we had that day where the times where I do, I'll really like go for, but I don't really spend my apartment. I'm fine with my car. I'm fine with.
Well, your car and your apartment are great. You
Yeah.
drive a Lexus and you have a fucking brand new apartment.
Yeah, that backfired a little bit.
Oh no, I mean,
But I
no,
don't
you're not flashy. Like you don't
No.
go over the top,
he
which I
never
appreciate.
comes off as flashy. No.
No, and I appreciate that, fellas. I really do.
Now, Joe, on the other hand, is
Now, I said to Joe this
that's
morning,
not
I
a
was like, Joe,
discussion.
when we take this thing to the moon, I was like, do you know how scary he would be?
Oh.
Like Joe with like 20 million in the bank
Oh,
would be
my
the
God.
bougiest.
There's one
flashiest-
thing I've always wanted. If I ever made it to be that big,
What is
if I ever-
G-Wagon.
that, Joe?
well, the G-Wagon is more realistic. This is not realistic, but I always wanted, if I ever made it like catastrophic, I
Yeah.
wanted to get like a peppermint green Lamborghini,
Really?
like a lime green.
I am a mint guy, so I like that.
Like a lime, like one of those mint lime green.
Well, lime and mint green. Well, no. Mint
Well,
and
like it's
green,
kind of
yeah.
like
But,
that kind of like.
but that
I mean,
to be-
like
but
that
to-
neon green. color.
Yeah,
Joe,
that's the one. I don't know how to pronounce.
That doesn't, to me, like that's not you. Like Joe had a time when we were working at the Four Seasons Hotel where he got a
Of
guest
course, it's
who
not me. I don't have that kind of money.
a guest who took a liking to him
Hmm.
gave Gutsy his truck, and it was one of the most obnoxiously large, just
was a big
over
boy.
the top trucks.
What
but
was it? A
fit.
Denali or
It
something?
was like a Raptor, I think, or some.
It
Oh, it was a
such.
pickup truck.
Yeah, it was huge.
Oh, okay.
I have a video of him pulling into my old place with it. It was so Joe because it was just loud. Like it was
Yeah, yeah,
loud. It was
yeah.
like,
Well, I could run anyone off the road if I wanted to.
yeah, that fits.
I think
Mikey
you
D.
should get a Lamborghini with the print from that polo on it.
Yeah, he probably
Oh,
would.
that would be
Yeah.
sick.
Promo
I'm not
code.
buying a
Sunday
Lamborghini anytime soon, but I'm saying, Mikey, what would be your big thing if you ever had that kind of like? Would you buy a flashy vehicle?
No, I'm an SUV guy. Just because of my size, I can't be. I mean, could you imagine trying to fit me in a fucking Lamborghini, bro? Like, it ain't gonna happen. So, like, I mean, I got a big.
Well,
truck.
Shaq fit in one.
I got a big truck now, but I would probably get like the biggest Escalade they make, or like the biggest
Escalades, by the way, are back. Have you seen the new ones? They're,
Oh, they're
so
gorgeous. They're
nice.
gorgeous.
I almost will pay more money on an Uber Lyft now or a Lyft ride now to sit in one of those black
they're gorgeous.
Yeah,
SUVs.
yeah, I
those
do.
you feel like royalty. It feels
Dude,
like they're going to open the door for you when you come around the back.
There's certain guys like where you just feel so comfortable when they're behind the wheel. When Mikey picked me up from the airport in Newark, I've never felt safer in a vehicle in my life. He mans the living shit out of that steering wheel, and he's in this big SUV. Like you feel very, very comfortable.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
love
us
that
being
car.
at him and Billy's.
I love that car, bro. Like,
What
I
do you
love
drive?
an Expedition.
Oh, those are big.
People
Yeah, I
in
love
Newark
that
are going to
car.
be looking for that expedition.
No, it never goes to Newark. It stays in my driveway.
Yeah, that's smart.
I have another car that I bring.
I could so see cuts. But by the way, like, you don't want to have the people who have like a Lamborghini, like on the days where you're not going out to like a fine dinner. I don't want to go to the grocery store in a Lamborghini.
No, well, listen, if
You
you,
know
have a
what I
Lamborghini,
mean?
odds are that's not your only car.
Yes,
if you have a
yes.
Lamborghini,
That's
you're
your
gonna have
going
an
out car.
everyday.
Yeah, it's true.
You're gonna have like a 7 Series BMW or a 5 Series BMW or S5.
Not Joey D though. I Cutsy would roll up to Ralph's supermarket in that Lamborghini. No,
If I had a Lamborghini, I would ride
Bro.
all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
remember when we were in
What's the
Italy,
special
that
today?
7 Series we went in the BMW. We sat in the back, and Bob goes. They had like these cushion.
Oh
seats.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Bob goes. Now
it's like the-
this I could get.
Yeah, that was terrific. Because there's certain cars that are good passenger cars, like the what's a passenger car? The Rolls Royce, apparently as good
Rolls
as it probably
Royce.
drives.
Well, because those are cars that are really actually like the Maybach. The Maybach Mercedes is meant to be ridden in, not driven really.
Or
Like
the Phantom.
Maybach is like if you have a driver, that's why it's got the pillows in the back seats.
Yeah.
Like it's meant to be ridden in, not really.
That would be
that's what I would. If I had all that money, I wouldn't want to drive. Why would you want to have to worry about?
Would
driving?
love to see the Jet as your driver. That would be something else.
He doesn't. He doesn't
Now we'll
drive.
pay him well.
He doesn't drive.
Really?
I've seen Jet drive maybe 2 times. He gets too frantic.
Okay.
He's a nut on and off.
What is
on
it?
and
The
off the wheel.
anxiety?
Yeah, I think he's just nuts. If he has to drive, he just like freaks out. Like he'll throw a fit. Yeah. There was a time where after we played golf, we were doing it with the Nelk boys, Salim from the Nelk boys, and he was watching me get pretty sauced at Mastro's, and I didn't expect to do that. And we were putting down the drinks, and the Jet had to drive, and he was throwing a fit.
Really?
Absolutely throwing a fit.
Hmm.
Boys, I think it's time. By the way, we got a big old Monday night game today. And I'll tell you what, I know we're not done here yet. Terrific pod, terrific energy. So let's clap it up for us and let's clap it up for the viewers right there, guys. Very, very good stuff there, Joey D. Very, very nice. Okay, I like the top 5 today. It's a good one. This is actually on behalf of our dear Mikey V. Mikey V suggested this top 5. And Mikey V, we're going to go ahead and actually start with you. And you tell the folks actually what the top 5 is going to be.
Top 5 is going to be the top 5 hangover foods. Top 5 foods to have after a long night of whatever it is you like to partake in and feel like shit the next day. Now, I do have a question. So let's say, and this is bound to happen, and I think we need a ruling on it. Are we going very generalized? So if I say fast food, is that not acceptable? Do we have to get a specific fast food? I think that's a fair question to ask before we all start. Joseph?
I went fast food route. I didn't think it was. I went I like greasy food.
But
well, yeah, I think that's going to be a major overlapping theme for most. But I'm just saying, like, do you think is that too generalized? Like maybe we should say a specific. I think that maybe make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, I do. The problem is I didn't prep for that. I had more generalized, but
I don't generalized.
Yeah,
okay, so did I.
Yeah, I don't think it should be like just fast food. I think you should say what particular item you like. It doesn't have to say Wendy's cheeseburger, but you could put cheeseburger.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with that? Do we agree all?
Yeah,
that?
I just put cheese. Yeah, I don't need to put like McDonald's cheeseburgers. Yeah, I just generalized.
Okay. Yeah, generalized.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey V, you could start us off.
Oh man, I didn't think I was going to be first, so I'm still tossing 5. I'm tossing around with number 5 here. I really am, and it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me dearly. I feel like it's going to cost me dearly. I really do. Oh Jesus, number 5. What? What's the matter?
I was gonna say you're due for a really bad take, by the way. So
I'm due for a clunker because
yeah, you really are due for.
I know.
This has been running real hot lately.
He has. He's due to misfire. So
bundle up, boys. It's about to get cold.
it's a crisp 55 out here.
What better time to wear your Roback vest?
Very good point,
code Mikey V.
Very good point, Joseph. Very good point. Number five, I'm gonna go with I would say diner food, but obviously I have to be more specific than that. So give me pancakes at number 5. That's what I'm gonna go with at number 5. Give me pancakes at 5. I just feel like pancakes, one of those meals where like you really, if you're any sort of a normal human being who has some regard for themselves, it's not something you could eat every morning. It's just too much. And it's not something like that I'm going to go out and order every time I go out either, because I just feel like it's very slovenly at times. It's so filling. But after a night of heavy drinking and you just need to sop it up with some heavy syrup, melted butter, nice fat stack of flapjacks. Give me pancakes at 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with the breakfast sandwich at number 4. Taylor ham, egg and cheese, bacon, egg and cheese, sausage, egg and cheese, any of those variations on a roll, on a bagel, preferably. Breakfast sandwich at 4. Number 3 is fast food. I'm going to go fast food. More specifically, I guess I would go in the nugget direction. I would go chicken nugget direction. Wow. Really greasy there. Throw in, but listen, if we're being totally honest, if I'm in a ravenous mood, it may be 10-piece nugget, junior bacon cheeseburger times 3, classic single with cheese. It could be a Frosty thrown in there. Mm-hmm. It could get really outrageous, but fast food at 3. Number 2, near and dear to my heart. There is nothing better than being hungover, and it's a cold winter's day, and you're sitting at home on a Sunday and you're wondering, football's about to come on. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You hit that number pad and you call up your favorite Chinese restaurant. And you just order a smorgasbord of fucking Chinese food to the table. Chinese food, the greasier, the better. Give me sesame chicken. Give me the egg rolls, obviously, right, boys? Egg rolls. Give me everything you got to offer. And then number 1, I think the king of all hangover food, same type of scenario. It's got to be pizza. You could just go to town on a pizza pie, and like the more outrageous the order, again, the better. I just think the orders can become so extensive. But yeah, pizza 1, Chinese 2, fast food 3, breakfast sandy 4, flapjacks 5. That's me, boys.
Joe, do you have any issues with that list there?
No, that's pretty good. I have no issue.
I'm surprised just in the sense of
Go ahead.
I got no issue with the list. I just thought for you, I
Yeah.
thought for sure that the bacon, egg, and cheese or the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese was going to be higher.
Higher? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could have been probably 3. I don't think I'd put anything over Chinese or pizza. I don't
You
think. I
know-
think the highest it would have went was 3.
I wanted you guys talk up Chinese so much, and I'm not a huge Chinese food guy,
Shame.
but I had it last night.
It's a damn shame. It really is. It's one of the more.
The way Joe says it is not in a joking manner. He really means
yeah.
it. Like,
It's
you're
really
less-
disappointing. It's one of my
you're
favorite
truly
things.
less of a person because you don't.
I
like
think Mikey
Chinese
V and
food
I
anymore.
going out to Chinese would be truly a
Oh, yeah, it
spectacle.
would be a treat.
And then I'll
Because
just
I
go
think
fuck
there'd be
myself.
some things he would order that I wouldn't know about. And there'd be some things that I order that would be game changers.
And you
And
know
then,
what?
Bob, you would just sit there and just, you
You
wouldn't
He would
guys-
have a good time though because he would eat all those things that we ordered. Joe. He would
Well,
enjoy himself.
yeah, you guys go out for Chinese. I'll go to Maine with Cousins Maine Lobster. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, they're not happy about it.
Yeah, they aren't happy. I haven't heard much.
Yeah, I hear
You
from
think-
Jim. I hear
Well,
from Jim.
Although
quite-
I did
quite
hear
regularly.
from,
He's a
I
nice
heard from
guy,
Jim.
man.
Jim hit me up when I did the lobster mac at Catch, and he goes, "Where's the lobster?"
Good
See,
friend.
Yeah, good friend. You know what? He's right. There's actually bigger chunks of lobster in the fucking Cousins Maine lobster mac and cheese than you get in Catch.
Yeah,
You're-
see,
it's-
you guys have heard from Jim. I have not heard from Jim.
well, yeah, he's very upset with you.
Bob,
You think
yeah,
that bothered him though? For
Of
real?
Yeah,
course,
but
the guy
I
invited you out to
think
his
it did.
home.
I
and
mean,
to
I'm gonna
come-
be. I'll be totally honest. If it was me, it probably would have. It would have irked me. It would have rubbed me the wrong.
Are
way.
And
you
then Bob
serious?
was upset because we
Yeah.
didn't get the
Yeah.
sponsorship. Well, you spit on the face of the sponsor. Of course, you're not.
I'm
You
the
ain't getting
CEO
no-
of the company.
I
And
wasn't
you know
And
what, dude, how many-
people want to
Golly.
break my balls about complaining about how long the line is at the food truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I mean,
I
Christ.
basically welcomed you into the family, and you said, "No, I'm good, thanks."
You know what? I'm
Bob,
at a
Maybe
loss
we
for
bring
words.
Perez on
Yeah.
board.
I-
Maybe we
I-
bring Perez on board.
I'm at a loss for words because I
There's nothing to say. Let's just move on.
I
There's
just
nothing
thought,
to
but
say.
why wouldn't you
Love you,
guys say
Jim.
any? Why wouldn't you guys say anything to me
I,
like?
We
Bob,
did.
I gotta be honest.
Bear Down said on
was
2
shocked.
podcasts he
I
was
was shocked.
begging you to go to Maine.
Yep. Yep.
Bob goes, "Well, what's in Maine for
And
me?
Bob
What do I
said,
got to go to Maine for?"
me tell you something. I just don't see myself going to Maine anytime
I have no desire to go to Maine. Meanwhile, the guys listening to the next podcast probably like, "Fuck this guy."
This is so sick.
I mean, it's.
But
the
why would you
truth,
guys
Bob.
on the side be like, "Hey, Bob, by the way, you're a little out of line about that thing." I thought it was.
I mean, I thought it was.
It was a little offside. Is
Let's
it
get-
offsides or offside?
It's,
I always have this
it's
problem with
it's a little out of bounds. I would say it was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That I'm speechless because I didn't think. I was wondering why we didn't, but I didn't think that would upset him. It's coast to coast. It's
No,
like
he
it's-
didn't tell me he's pissed off at you. I'm just presuming.
Well, you guys have heard from Jim. I haven't heard from Jim.
Well,
Yeah, not good.
You probably ain't hearing from him anytime soon either.
I fuck you guys. Can I do the list here?
Is that a 49er?
Yeah, go ahead. Do
That's
your-
a 49er.
do your-
All
suck.
right.
49er
Number 5.
suck.
Now I did have that. I did have Chinese last night because I said, you know what,
Okay.
fuck it. Like I want to get on board.
Yeah.
It was absolutely tremendous. It really
Yeah.
was. So I can't put Chinese in my top 5. I think I'm going to end up working my way there with how much I loved it last night. I sent Joe a picture of it.
Honorable mention, Chinese.
It wouldn't be right because I haven't done
Okay,
it enough.
okay,
It wouldn't be
alright,
fair. But I
Okay.
do love the anything with the cream cheese rangoon.
He
I
likes the
love
crab rangoon.
Crab Rangoon. Yeah.
Yeah, that I love.
Yeah,
That I
everybody
can do.
loves that.
If you
And
think- if
actually,
you-
I took a lot of flack on my Chinese list for that, Joe. A lot of people were like, "Where's the crab?" Nobody had crab rangoon.
I'll be honest. I think there's a lot better items than crab rangoon.
But the only thing
Hey,
with the
guys.
rangoon is they make
Guys,
it so.
I don't want to interrupt, but we do have a Rams field goal upcoming, which is
Oh!
big, which
Is
big.
it coming right now? Because we could hang on and root on this
coming-
field goal.
It's coming right now.
What
It's coming
channel
right
is
now.
it on?
Let's root
Is it
on this field goal.
ABC?
Let's root on this field
It's
goal.
on ESPN, and we have the Matt Gay
But-
over 8
but
fantasy
my-
points. So this would be 3 points for us. If
Oh,
you
this
have
would be
field goal.
big.
Now, Mikey, I want you to announce it for the followers, though, as if you're on the play-by-play. But just so they know,
Okay.
this is really big for us.
And
For
we
the
have
people-
Matt Gay lining up. He's made the last 36 of his field goal attempts from 45 yards. or
That's the
closer,
kiss
which
of death.
bodes
All
well.
right, Mikey V.
Right. And the
Mikey
kick is down
V.
the middle, and it's good. And
All
it's
All
good.
right, all right. There's
And the
one,
Rams
boys.
take an early 3-0 lead. Okay,
There's
let's
one,
roll.
boys.
Let's
Okay.
roll now.
All right, we're gonna get over to the game.
Sorry.
The last thing I do want to say about the crab rangoon, the way it's shaped, they make it so hard to get your mouth around it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's such a weird shape.
Yeah, they have it in like a ribbon top, like the two
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah, very strange, but damn good. So I actually am right with you, Mikey V. I got the flapjacks at 5.
Wow.
It
okay.
soaks everything up. Sometimes I'll
does.
do IHOP and just get any type of pancakes. Pancakes at 5, I got no issue solely for when I'm hungover. I don't really do pancakes if I'm not
No,
hungover.
You can't.
4, I got the pizza. I think the pizza's a no-brainer to throw in on there. 3, and I'm surprised you didn't have this in, Mikey V, because the ones that you get are by far the best. You send pictures. I get very jealous of it. The sub sandwich. Give me any
Wow.
type of sub sandwich hungover. Do you don't like that, Mikey?
I do, but it's just like I do like it, but I like a hot sandwich, like a Philly cheesesteak, maybe, or a chicken cutlet, fresh mutts, something
Yeah.
along those lines. But I just feel like if I said sub sandwich, then people are going to think, oh, this like a turkey sandwich would never be something ever that I would order hungover. Like I would never order like a cold cut sandwich hungover. It would have to be a hot. It would have to be a hot sub.
See,
I would
I
have
got
had to
like a
say
meatball
hot
sub?
Yes, a meatball parm, chicken parm, veal parm, or like Bob said, whatever he said, the first thing he said, and that would be more along the lines. I couldn't do a cold sub hungover. It wouldn't do me right.
Yeah, I had a sub called The Godfather the other day when I was really, really hungover. I loved
And?
it. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I
What was in
really had a little bit of everything. Like it was almost like an Italian sub in a
cold.
way. Cold, correct.
Yeah, okay.
So I got that at 3. 2, give me the cheeseburger. Take the cheeseburger at 2, hamburger, but the cheese really soaks everything up. And then I got number 1. If you know, you know, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. You could do the bacon, egg, and cheese, no problem, because you can only really get Taylor ham in New Jersey, tri-state area. But yeah, I do have that at the 1. I thought that was going to be high up your list there, Mikey V. But nonetheless, I do have no issues with your list. We head over to Joey D.
So I'm in a bit of a conundrum here because I actually, believe it or not, I don't get hangovers. So I don't.
Oh God, is that something?
It's not a lie, Bob. I've never been hungover. So I don't know. It's maybe a little bit different for me, but I'll just go based on what is Mikey V do.
I just can't listen to this again.
It's
I
just,
can't-
it's,
I
that
don't
is
get
such-
hungover.
No,
I've
it's
seen you
such an-
hungover, Joe.
I'm not. I don't get. I just get tired.
It's that's part of the hangover, though.
But I don't
Joe.
get sick. I don't throw
You don't have
up.
to
I
get,
don't.
but neither do
feel
I.
like-
I don't get sick and throw up, but I mean,
I
a
could drink
hangover-
an absurd amount and not feel
No one's
hungover.
disputing that. I've seen you go. You can go, but the next day, I mean, after
come
the Audi
on.
Club day, Joe, when you strolled into my house that next day, you were hungover, Joe.
I don't know if I was hungover. I was freaking. I just ate half a pie from that freaking Peace Star Tavern.
Yeah,
I was
good
freaking
pizza.
ready for bed. Is what I was ready for.
Good pizza.
Okay.
But
Let it-
anyways,
let
I
it rip,
put a
Joseph.
list together regardless. Okay.
That's it.
And number 5, I do have a cheeseburger. I mean, I think it's just like, it's just something greasy and good. I will roll with the cheeseburger. At 4, I'm with Mikey V in the Chinese department. I love Chinese food. I think it's delightful, and you can mix up. The variations are endless. What you can have. So give me Chinese food at 4. And number 3, I love having breakfast items. So I put on here bacon and eggs. But I could also transition to other things. But I'm going to stay with bacon and eggs. I think breakfast is great. Like a breakfast item is delicious. So I'll go bacon and eggs at 3. And number 3, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do, instead of, I'll put breakfast at 2. At 3, I'm going to put French fries. Nobody put French fries in. I like just a big thing of French fries.
I mean, it would be in the fast food order, no doubt. But I hear what you're saying.
So French fries at 3. Then the breakfast play at 2, and at 1, I got pizza. I think pizza is as good as it gets. For a morning after a big day of drinking, not that I'll be hungover or not, but yes. What just happened? Something big happened. No, Ayuk. All
right. Here we go. Come on, we want it right now, Mikey V.
And we are now transitioning to a live feed from the podcast.
Okay.
This is a
fellas,
big start, Mikey V.
Let's do honorable mention, okay? Because you know what? It's not fair to the viewers here. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do the honorable mention, and then we'll get out of here. But it's been a terrific pod. It really has. It's been a long pod. It's been a terrific pod. Honorable mention. I will start it off. I agree with Mikey that I would have gone with the French fries in the hamburger route, but I respect that. Something that I've been getting into a lot lately is cheese fries. There's a place, Herb's Burgers, by
Bob, you
here.
got to go to Canada and have some poutine.
Yeah, I will say in Montreal, I had poutine.
But is it like the stuff
It's
we had in Switzerland, though,
unbelievable.
Joe?
No, it's nothing like that. It's
Okay.
just French fries with gravy and cheese. It's unbelievable.
I'm on a cheese fries kick, and I can't kick it. It is. I love them. Joey D.
Give me the sub sandwich. I'll put that in at my honorable mention. I do agree with Mikey. I prefer like a hot item sandwich, like a meatball or chicken parm sub. But yeah, throw that in for my honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Just give me a big dish of pasta. It doesn't matter what it is. Any type of pasta, rigatoni bolognese, something along those lines with a little heartiness to it, and that's good with me.
Well, I'll tell you what, fellas, that does do it for another edition here of the Brilliantly Dumb Show. Terrific stuff. Let's just clap it up again one more time.
That was a good one,
because that was very good. That was very, very good. I didn't think we had our sauce the last week. I think we absolutely had the sauce this week.
Special
Joey D, Mikey V. We will see you next time. That's another edition.
Hey, boys.
The Brilliantly Dumb Show. Love you too, boys.